What's up, YouTubers? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If this video is helpful or you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Any questions or comments, please leave down below. In today's how-to video, we're going to be removing a broken lug nut stud on a vehicle. And I went to Harbor Freight and bought the universal locking lug nut removal set. Part number MC5-1, 1/2 inch. There's a size. Very strong. This is when you unbox it, this is what it looks like. And I already used this. It was so strong, it actually broke the lug nut in half, which I'm going to show you here in a second. Well, I can't find the other half of the broken lug nut, but yeah, it actually cracked the lug nut right in half. And so now I gotta drill this stud out. I'm gonna show you guys how to remove that stud. What I do is start with a small pilot hole, get it nice and centered, and don't put too much pressure on it. Just let the drill bit do all the work. Make sure you're centered. As you can see, the hole here, sorry about the sunlight guys, but the hole, I got in pretty deep. What you want to do is get up to about where the lug nut is, the nut, and then we're going to get a bigger drill bit and expand that hole. Basically what we want to do is disintegrate this stud, and then we're going to just hopefully break that lug nut right off. Okay, there you see my next size. You can see where the shininess is. I upgraded the drill bit. It's really windy here today in Minnesota. Remember, let the drill do all the work. Put steady pressure on it, but not too hard because you'll smoke that bit or break the bit. You can see the metal shavings just spin away. That's what you want. Highly recommend you wear some kind of gloves so you don't get the metal shavings. As you can see, all the metal shavings, them are not good slivers. Metal slivers suck. Just for a heads up. You can see how deep I got that hole now. I'll put the drill bit in. Pretty far. Okay, I'm stepping up to the next bit. This is gonna be my final bit. I think this is a 3/8 bit. That's gonna be about the biggest one I'm gonna go to. It should just get it perfect in there. Let's check it out. All right, if you guys can see that, I centered out the stud now and left the nut alone. So basically, you just hollow out the stud, and then hopefully we can get this bit on there, the socket bit, and hopefully it just twists right off. That's the name of the game. So let's see how it does it. Let's continue on. All right, we got the this size is 19 millimeter. Boy, I got some good teeth on it. So then you gotta find the size. And I recommend you tap on this with the hammer to get it on there nice and tight. Twist on, then we'll pound it on there. And by the way, I'm drilling all these with Harbor Freight Hercules drill bits. Highly recommended. They're really affordable, and they're really strong and durable. I did the 3 sizes. Started with the pilot, worked my way up, and in between that and the 3/8. So that's basically what you need. And I just used a Milwaukee 12 M12 drill. Well, unfortunately, folks, I cannot get a bite on that nut around that stud. So I had to break out the Snap-on's big boy drill bits and big electric plug-in DeWalt I'm gonna have to go ahead and drill the rest of that stud out to try to get that to collapse. For all you young mechanics out there, we use these key with the chuck. Huh. That's old school. Stepped up the biggest bit I got. You can see what we're doing here. Just hollowing out that stud until that tire comes loose. Oh, the tire came loose. Look at it. There it is. Wow. Tire's off. That's the stud right now. That's what we had to do. So now we just got to drive that out of there. Alright, as you can see, I had to remove the rotor, the caliper, and all that good stuff. Here's the new stud and nut, lug nut. Here's the old. You know, that's about half an hour of work right there, just to get this apart right here with the proper tools. So, but now at least we can get it back together and send the customer down the road. This was all due to, I'm not going to give out who did it, company, but there's a company that actually went around, he put all brand new tires on here, and they over tightened the lug nuts, and then they stripped out this chrome part on top of the lug nut, and then they rounded it off, and they got it so tight where it couldn't come back off for whatever reason. So it's very important to do not over tighten your lug nuts. So check the specs before you go ahead and just crank on them lug nuts. Especially with aluminum rims, you can warp the rim and the rotor. This is what I always do, is get a bunch of miscellaneous washers that fit over the stud to tighten this down, to crush that in there. It's a spline on the back of it, so that's it. Done. All right, there you guys got it. There's a new stud. Just double check the back of it, make sure it's flat. It doesn't take much torque to push that spline all the way through. So right on the hub there. Yeah, I just use miscellaneous washers. Yeah, don't over crank this either. Don't wreck the new nut. So, all right, brake caliper and the caliper bracket is all on. The new stud's on there. Double check your work. But there you go. Get you some of that, folks. How to replace a broken stud. And I do recommend you buy one of these for your toolbox. It really comes in handy. It just didn't work today because it worked the other day too good and it broke the nut right off. So, but that's only because they really over tightened them. But I've used these in the past before with snap-on, and this works just as good as a snap-on one. I actually broke a ratchet and my breaker bar. I had to use a breaker bar to get to break that broken stud off. So, but now you know how to drill it out. This was the most severe case basically you can get, so hopefully this video helps. If this video did help you, please give it a thumbs up. Any question or comments, please leave down below. Until next time, peace.